livable future.
Do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
A Green New Deal.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
A livable future.
Do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
A Green New Deal.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
A livable future.
Do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
A Green New Deal.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
A livable future.
Do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
A Green New Deal.
When do we want it?
Now.
In 2018, the world's leading climate scientists released a report on climate change. They said we have 12 years to make dramatic reductions to our greenhouse gas emissions before we're past the point of no return. Until recently, there was no plan to avert this catastrophe, so we made one. The Green New Deal resolution was introduced into Congress in 2018 by Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Senator Ed Markey. The 14-page document calls for a transition from an economy based on fossil fuels to one based completely on renewable energy by 2030. And that's going to be tough for some people. Some workers will lose their jobs. An Eastern Kentucky coal miner spoke to a local reporter and said, "I want to invite the gentle lady to come to Eastern Kentucky, my home area, where thousands of coal miners no longer have paychecks." But Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has an answer for that. The second half of the Green New Deal outlines what's called a just transition. A just transition includes a federal green job guarantee, Medicare for all, and free public college tuition, all to support workers during the transition. The Green New Deal is clear. It explicitly outlines these proposals, but there still seems to be a lot of confusion about what the Green New Deal is.
What is this Green New Deal? Answer: radical environmental socialism.
One of the most dangerous, impractical, misguided, economically guaranteed to be devastating plans ever.
Sounds more like a green nightmare to me when none of us are able to turn on the heat or turn on the air conditioning.
When we outlaw plane travel, we outlaw gasoline, we outlaw cars, I think actually probably the entire U.S. military because of the Green New Deal.
There's another victim of the Green New Deal. It's ice cream. Livestock will be banned.
The Green New Deal wants to go after flatulent cows. So what are they saying? We're going to ban hamburgers and Americans are never going to have a barbecue and flip a hamburger again?
No more steak. I guess government-forced veganism is in order.
There's a lot of misinformation on Fox News, and it's not an accident. Fox News routinely reflects the attitude of the Republicans in Congress.
On the left, these little cows represent the bovine population of America today. On the right is the future population under the Green New Deal. We would go from about 94 million cows to 0 cows.
I wonder if this has anything to do with how Mike Lee took nearly $1 million in campaign contributions from the fossil fuel industry. And Mike Lee is not alone. All but a fraction of Congress has accepted money from the fossil fuel industry in financing their campaign. Koch Industries put $10 million into campaign finance in 2016, and that doesn't account for the Koch brothers' individual donations or donations from subsidiaries of Koch Industries. In addition to the incredible amount of money the fossil fuel industry put into campaign finance, they also put over $2 billion into lobbying. So it's unsurprising that Congresspeople represent the interests of the fossil fuel industry, because ultimately, the fossil fuel industry gets people elected. But Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez won't let this go unnoticed.
People are dying. They are dying, and the response across the other side of the aisle is to introduce an amendment 5 minutes before a hearing and a markup. This is serious. This should not be a partisan issue. This is about our constituents and all of our lives.
The Sunrise Movement has been hard at work to make sure these injustices don't go unnoticed. And last week, over 5 million people globally striked to protest inaction on climate change. Many Democratic presidential candidates have already pledged to not take money from fossil fuel companies in order to finance their campaign. And some candidates have ambitious Green New Deal plans of their own. As the founder of the School Strikes for Climate movement, Greta Thunberg, has said, change is coming whether you like it or not.